And preface the chicken video that you all are about to partake in with, I am just a friggin' dumbass like everyone else. So put a heater in the chicken coop. I put a heat lamp in there first, and then they hated that shit. Heat lamp might work if you painted the underside of the laying box down here on the end. If you painted the underside flat black and aimed it from underneath, you might get them to be okay with the heat lamp like that, but heat lamp they did not like. So I left the lamp fixture. You can see the cord that goes to the light, which is going to be a really low watt red LED if I can find one. I want a night light, but so I ran this 4-inch dryer duct, and there's a 4-inch PVC fitting coupling in there. It may be a 3-inch schedule 40. It's got some screen on it. You may not be able to tell on the video, but there's some screen that I put over the end of it before I poked it through, and then I just used some screws inside, 3 screws to hold it in the wood where I cut the hole. It got gorilla taped on. It goes up into the shed. We're not going to go in the shed, but we will go in here to the greenhouse, which is actually our heater. Let's switch this thing from on dusk to dawn to just on. So I got a little fan in here. It's an inline 4-inch vent fan. Glad it's in here instead in the chicken coop, because it's loud as shit. But it doesn't blast a lot of air, but I tell you what, the air coming out after about 30 minutes is really hot. So we're gonna, have it come on at sunset, and hopefully by midnight it's got it warmed up in there, and by morning it's still warm. So we'll switch the fan back off. It is louder than I thought it would be for such a small fan. You'd think it'd be almost silent, but it wasn't as loud until I stuck it in the wall. So I may end up having to cut the hole bigger and silicone it in place so it'll take up the vibration. But if I do, that'll be another project and another video. So basically we're using our solar heating that we're getting from the greenhouse. I'm gonna do one of those safety blankets, the Mylar blankets. I'm gonna put down that back wall to reflect all the sun back, and then this wall of the shed is getting painted flat black, so it will absorb a lot of heat, and we can use it for what do you call that, for a heat soak or whatever. Get it all soaked with heat. It'll hold heat all night. It'll radiate it. Anyways, so there's chicken coop improvements. Also, we did some foam. They haven't started pecking at it yet, so hopefully they leave it alone. I don't have to build some kind of plywood over it. We got a whole piece going all the way down the backside. It's literally cut out to this exact cutout. Goes all the way to the end of the fence over there, all the way to the end of the laying box. So, and this is the north side of the coop, so it's blocking it all, the north wind at least. Put some more on the roof. I know heat goes out the top, so hopefully the ladies will be comfortable. Even considering when it gets cold, I redid our chicken step in here, their little stair, and actually put it down below. Oh, hello. Well, hello there, miss. Do you want to make a starring role appearance? Okay, and that one over there doesn't want to be seen, so to pretend you didn't see her. Yeah, we had just laid that up in the coop, but you can't close this door at night. And so we're actually considering making them all sleep inside at night. They'll be a lot safer. And then, we can come out in the morning before we are off to work and check for eggs and let them out. I have some of this 1 inch, and I want to do these two sides, this, and what I can of this side up across the top and this little piece here. And that door actually can be done too because it slides. So that would actually do quite a bit. If they don't mess with it, I could probably put a piece inside for opposite the door and just put a piece on the inside of this door so it'll still open. But anywho, we want some foam. We want them to be comfy, but you can see we put a little extra insulation. My first idea was a heat lamp, but then the second one was actually a reptile heat rock. We were going to put one in the bottom of each laying box and actually, build their nests around a little heat rock for each one. But this was not much. The fan was the most expensive at $30. You can get them cheaper on eBay, and they're probably quieter and better, so I may order a different one, see if we can get tiny bit more airflow or air pressure, because that's why it won't flow, is because it doesn't have enough pressure to really blast through that tube, so the sides of it kind of slow it down. The tube gets really warm. I had it on for an hour this morning, and the tube was actually really warm, so we're probably going to have to insulate from here up and over to the shed. I probably won't insulate the little piece inside the shed because, well, it can put off some heat in the shed. That's all right. And then the shed can stay a little warmer too. But if it works well enough, or if I get a different one for the chicken coop, maybe I'll put one on the shed and only have it come on, at sunset, and only have it stay on for like 20 minutes and then turn off. So it'll just blow a little bit of heat off the greenhouse. But as you can see, it's sometime 3, and shadows are starting to get long, but the greenhouse still making heat, still making sun in there. So we'll see how it works. I'll let you guys know.